Okay, I had to charge my I had to charge my the mic battery. I have to put on some lip dew. Oh, I don't want to put this one on. Girl, the other day, what is up? What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. I was just about to start talking. We are down here, girl. Girl. Hopefully everybody, this is almost out. This is I have another one. I've already re-upped. But this is Lifter Gloss by Maybelline Hyaluronic Acid. Um this is in the color is called Sun. Sun, soul, the sun. Yeah, this one's almost out. Girl, I'll tell you it's it's almost out, girl. But I have another one to replace it already. And yesterday girl, I have another lip gloss in the cart. Some other lip gloss, girl, they be getting me on Instagram. But at the top of they're called let me see if I open Instagram, will it be another ad for them? It's called I don't know why this takes so long to come up, honey. It's called Pound Cake. I have them in my cart right now. They have some lip gloss, and I was like, I want to support them because when you log on to their page, they they're like byline is here it is. Their little byline, I was like, oh, I'm gonna support them. Their byline says pro queer, pro black, pro fat. Yeah, that's what it says. Wait, hold on. Where did it go? I just saw it's in my box. It's in my box. It's in my cart. So anyways, so I don't know what's happening. Let me go down to the Jasmine brand and see what's going on.
I sponsor the now. Yes. I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Girl says 39 new posts on Dame Dash film Empire, including state property, set set for auction to settle a $4 million defamation judgment. It says Damon Dash might soon lose control of his film empire, including the hip hop classic State Property. A court approved public auction is being held to settle a $4 million defamation judgment. See, these motherfuckers don't be showing up to court thinking they don't, and they get these default judgments. That's what's going on with the game. That's why he had to sell his house. That default judgment on an SA complaint. Girl, the court approved public auction is being held to settle a $4 million defamation judgment. Oh, was it a default defamation judgment? I thought it was. He owes filmmaker Josh Weber one of the most valuable assets up for grabs of state property, a 2002 street drama that starred Beanie Siegel, Freeway, and Jay-Z. Also on the auction block are State Property 2, the 2007 documentary. Oh, let me plug in my laptop. Hold on. The 2007 documentary Mr. Untouchable and Dash's ownership of several companies and copyrights to various films and screenplays. The situation stems from Dash's dispute with Weber over the film Dear Frank after failing to respond to an earlier $800,000 judgment. Dash was hit with a $4 million default ruling. That's what I thought. Okay, default ruling in the March 2025 for defamation after he accused Weber and his attorney of theft. Back in 2024, Dash's one-third stake of Rockefeller Records was sold to help pay off his debts, but it wasn't enough. No ownership. The main one talking about ownership. It's terrible. The main one. You the main one, Dame, talking about ownership. The main one. How you lose your stuff, bruh? That's crazy as hell. Is it? Were you trying to buy? What were you trying to buy? What company were you about to? Were you about to buy? Is it Jay-Z's fault? Whose fault is it? I know it's everybody else outside of yourself. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. He's the main one. That's crazy, right? Dame Dash, the main one, talking about ownership, and y'all don't. I don't know. Pay the man. Defamation. You don't show up to court. You get you get a default judgment, and now you losing your ownership off of a default. That's the part that is just like, ugh. Like you losing all your shit off of a default judgment. The game, another one, and then you don't. Oh, girl, what's up? What's this? Oh, I was about to go live. My leg accidentally hit the thing on on Instagram. Girl, let me see what. Let me see. Let me go back to the Jasmine brand. What happened, girl? Tell me what y'all think about Dame Dash. He's the main one. The main one talking. Mary J. Blige looks good. I'm not even mad at it. Not mad at her body yaddy 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 body yaddy yaddy. Shannon Sharpe postpones his Nightcap podcast tour amid $50 million SA lawsuit. Shannon Sharpe is putting things on hold. The sports commentator announced that he's postponing his Nightcap podcast tour with Chad Johnson. On a recent episode of their show, he said, "We've decided to postpone the Nightcap tour. We look forward to seeing you guys in the summer of 2026." Girl, the way the momentum will be non-existent, girl, you're gonna have to rev that thing up. You're gonna have to rev it up. So good. 2026 is crazy. The momentum is gonna be gone. That's what you get. Y'all be let me tell y'all something. It's the arrogance, the like, oh, did I let y'all I posted it on my page. That 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 clip from the 80s. You know how we see on TikTok and Instagram people going around interviewing people on the street? Well, we've come across this archived clip of something very similar in the 80s. And it's them asking men and women, what do you think about men of the 80s? What do you think about women of the 80s? So the 80s was 40 years ago, right? I want you to hear what these people are saying, what they said 40 years ago. You ready? Is you ready? is you is you ready? Okay, let's see. Here we go.
Women of the 80s is that they have lost something as far as their femininity. I'm proud of being black. Can't be no more than when I am. And I want my woman to be the same way. I feel more comfortable. Right now I'm not comfortable because I don't have a woman black enough for me. I think the ladies of the 70s were more independent, but the ladies of the 80s will be more dependent on men. Mostly because they've been outside in the world and that they've seen how hard it is out there. You see a lot more women in graduate schools. You see a lot more women in executive positions, a lot more women owning their own offices and businesses. And I think men are becoming scared of that.
The opportunities for the black man, like I say, are not equal to the white man. They are more on the level of being under the black woman. They're only concerned with themselves. They have no religious or no convictions whatsoever, and sex is usually their first priority.
How I feel about the women here in the 80s that they are beautiful, fantastic, and most of them have the jobs. So stick with them. The male mentality is a little shaky, like weak. But I don't blame the men fully because there are a lot of dense women out here also. Well, I think they're more independent now. They look more toward a single life, not really a husband and wife relationship as they used to in the past. I think it's about time for everybody to get their act together. I think that the women depend on the men depend on the women, and if we all work together as a unit,
She's a
then
Pisces.
we can get something done.
She's got to be a
calling
Pisces.
all men, be a man and do what you're supposed to do spiritually, financially, and mentally. And for the women, we got to stick with the men, encourage them in every area. And I think that if we do this, you'll find that the children will grow up stronger with a lot more love in their lives and not looking so much for the things of the street.
The children. She's talking about us. In the 80s, I was a baby. I was on my tricycle in the 80s. Okay? Some of you weren't even born yet. Can you imagine not even being born and you grow up and these motherfuckers is having the same conversations? The same exact. You masculine, you too independent. And then you got the gigolo. You see they included the gigolo. Stick with them. They the ones with the jobs. Homosexual. You had them you had the pick me in there. You had the other woman holding the other women accountable too for being just as dense as these. And then you had the one is everybody just need to come together, girl. Still having these conversations. You know how old these people are now? They are already old in this damn picture. Some of them might not even be on Earth anymore. Can you imagine? And then for you to make this claim, like hopefully the children teach them well and let them lead the way. And then you grow up and these motherfuckers are saying the same thing that granddaddies were saying, girl.
I am tired. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Girl, you having the same exact conversations. The same exact conversations. I want you to listen to it again.
My opinion of women of the 80s is that they have lost something as far as their femininity.
You lost something as far as your femininity. Wow. Isn't that amazing? That's why I tell you the playbook has not changed. It has not. It's you who has to change. It's you who has to say, you know what? I don't want to participate in this because you motherfuckers have made no progress. You still have people actually promoting the institution of marriage as if it benefits you, even though you have documented evidence and research for over how many generations that tells you, girl, it's not working, and they still calling you masculine. Did you hear the woman say, you're not under the white man, you under the black woman, girl. And I'm gonna pull up the college graduate rates. I'm gonna pull them up because I think more women are going to get their degrees. What? Because in the 80s they was calling the girls welfare queens. The girl said, "Oh no, you don't. You're not about to keep doing that. That's what you're not gonna do. What we're going to do as a group of people is change our social image. Have these changed their social image? No, they have not. You know why? Because you're still available for them with your masculine, independent asses." Girl, listen to this.
Proud of being black, can't be no more than what I am, and I want my woman to be the same way. I feel more comfortable. Right now I'm not comfortable because I don't have a woman black enough for me. I think the ladies of the 70s were more independent, but the ladies of the 80s will be more dependent on men. Mostly because they've been outside in the world.
They've been outside. They see what's going on. Don't they tell you all the time? It ain't nothing out there. Come back home to me so I could terrorize you. Ain't nothing out there. You might as well stay with me. Stay with the demon you know, girl. Don't they say stick with the devil you know?
And that they've seen how hard it is out there. You see a lot more women in graduate schools. You see a lot more women in executive positions, a lot more women owning their own offices and businesses. And I think men are becoming scared of that. The opportunity.
That we are here in it now. Because, like I said, I left a comment for the record. In the 1980s, approximately 8 to 10% of Black women had a bachelor degree or higher. In 1980, about 8.2% of Black women aged 25 and up held at least a bachelor's degree. In the 2000s, fast forward 40 years, in the 2000s, 40 years, approximately 17 to 20% by the early 2000s. In 2000, about 17.6% of Black women ages 25 and up has earned a bachelor degree or higher. By 2009, this rose 20.4%. Rose to. So the women went from 8 to 10% of women, Black women 25 and up, having a bachelor's degree or higher to 20%. The girls said that the women, I think it's now they tell you your degrees don't mean anything. Can you imagine if you accepted that and then you depended on them and in 40 years they haven't changed and now you have a descendant of one of these unchanged buffering weirdos whose operating system is still I'm under the patriarchy and I'm here to provide, read, control. The way y'all be asking for niggas to protect and provide, y'all know provide means control. That's what it means. Control. Control, control, control. Control. Now I've got a lot of control to get what I want to. Got to have a lot. And then they keep selling marriage. Marriage doesn't solve anything. There's nothing that a marriage can solve. You can get down in the comments and tell me what a marriage can solve, except for getting somebody a green card. Maybe some insurance, some gaps in health insurance. That's something a marriage can solve. That makes sense to me. Girl, that makes sense. That's something a marriage can solve. A gap in insurance or something like that. Health insurance or something. It has to make business sense. We ain't doing this just because I love you, because I might not love you tomorrow. This shit has to make business sense. And when it no longer makes business sense, then you dissolve it. What group of men fail on every social report card? And it said when people say a group fails on every social report card, they usually refer to various socioeconomic indicators like education, employment, income, health, incarceration, and family stability. In the United States, this phrase has sometimes been used, often controversially, to describe the status of Black men, particularly in media, academic, and policy discussion. However, it's essential to approach this with context, accuracy, and nuance. But in 40 years, there hasn't been any change in your social image. The girl said they only care about sex. You don't have any convictions, and you're the only time they are associated with a religion is in an effort to control women. They're not really there to seek, be on their journey, their spiritual journey. They're seeking to figure out a way they can have a woman provide free labor, right? They're trying to figure out a way they can control women and how women show up. That's why there's a bunch of women in the church and very few men, right? If a man is coming into a church and acting like it's a grift, he's just using the religion as a patriarchal tool to ultimately get you in a position as a slave. I mean, wife, like what's her name was saying yesterday. She kept calling it a slave. What's her name? Sukihana with the Suki with the good coochie. Suki with the good coochie. Hold on, let me let you know what. Let me let you hear what she said. We all over the place today. It's okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Where is Suki? Suki. Oh, here she go.
With this nigga. So why was was I just arguing with this nigga? And I said, you know what? I'm going to just go to the gas station and sit in my car for about 45 minutes to gather my thoughts. And I was just like, bitch, if this was back in the day, I would have been sucking dick in 45 minutes. A whole nother dick. Not even his dick. And I was like, oh, okay. So you can turn a horsewife into a slave. What the fuck? Horsewife into a slave. Housewife into a hoe into a housewife. You could turn a hoe into a housewife. Look at me. Look, house is clean. I'll be cleaning up after my kids, his kids, cooking every day, big meals. I'll be sucking the same dick every day. Every day. And it's going good. Look. It's going good. You can do it, ladies. Y'all can turn into housewives if you want. And you want to live like that, you can do it. Do anybody got any advice? Who is the most... So why was I just arguing with this?
I said, you had it right the first time. A slave, a maid, a mule, and a mattress. A slave, wedding ring emoji, or ring emoji. Girl, you had it right the first time. Look how she said a horsewife into a slave.
I was
Listen.
like, oh, okay. So you can turn a horsewife into a slave. What the fuck? Horsewife into a slave. Housewife into a hoe into a housewife. You could turn a hoe into a housewife. Look at me.
Look at me. She said, look at me. I'm then she goes on to describe how she maids and how she mules and how she mattresses. She literally went on to explain how she maids, how she mules, and how she mattresses. He uses your face to masturbate. Listen.
You can do it, lady. To a hoe into a housewife.
Listen.
You could turn a hoe into a housewife.
Let's listen to me. Look at me.
Look, house is clean.
Maid.
I'll be cleaning up after my kids.
Mule.
His kids.
Mule.
Cooking every day. Big meals.
Maid.
I'll be sucking the same dick every day.
Mattress.
Every day.
Mattress.
And it's going good.
Look. Is it? Any advice? She talking about like this.
It's going good. You can do it, ladies. Y'all can turn into housewives. No, you don't have to. If you want.
You don't have to. I said you had it right the first time. A horsewife into a slave. What is going on in your mind? Don't delete this. This is my best advice because this could be the video that holds you accountable to stay on the wifey material side. I mean, this is with the utmost respect. With the abundance of wealth you've obtained, I honestly suggest you should look into a therapist. Someone that doesn't know who you are so they can give you a non-biased assistance with your troubles. She said she needed 15 minutes, 45 minutes. Girl, I don't know what we talked about. What did we talk about? What were we talking about? I forgot. Girl, I forgot. We just all over the place today. Let's see what else is happening on the blogs. Sexy mom, Sexy Red and her mom. Her mom's beautiful. Come on, bitch. She got her titties out. Like mother, like daughter, child. I was about to type Portia and PJ. Let me not wish that on that little girl. Let's see.
I already know you do. I feel like people don't expect for you to know your worth. The motherfucker asks for your time, you tell them your time, instead of them saying I can't afford it or coming back when they can. Motherfucker try to walk you down. Motherfucker try to tell you what you're supposed to get them. It's like when you build shit by yourself, I don't give a fuck what I say it costs. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. If I ever start selling pussy, I want a band off Top Dictionary. Because of your name and your status, you should be getting $5,000 from the rip. Just for a nigga. I'm not even saying no pussy. I'm talking about just on some. You know how the white motherfuckers. You know how the sugar daddy white motherfuckers just pay bitches to go on dates and not even fuck, and they get off on that. So you could be getting $5,000 just on some. You getting my time type shit. Fuck even fucking. All right. You feel me? I guess. You Mona already. You don't call me white. Nah, but he don't sound like you the pimp, but I gotta give you a percentage of it. No, you it's not that. Fast talking. Come on, bro. Like, you talking to yourself, bro. Yeah. You ain't gonna have me out there. Next is a text. This the website and all. Like, come on, get on there. Send it to myself. Send it to you. What's yours? What part? Like, come on, bro. No.
Okay, let's see.
I'm Yolanda from Glad. Okay, so each week on her brand new podcast, Outlaws, the one and only.
Okay.
Because I like myself more than I like money.
That's crazy. It was T.S. Madison.
Virgo is detaching from that ass. See, Virgo is a sign of acts of service. And they care, they show it by sending you helpful links, asking about your health, fixing your problem, being attentive, reliable, consistent. So if they stop checking in, stop remembering small details, stop helping, reminding, nurturing, it means they're emotionally pulling away. See, Virgos don't want to invest in someone they're no longer mentally committed to. Their tone becomes sharp or over logical. When a Virgo loves you, even their critiques are wrapped in care. When they detach, words turn dry, sometimes even harsh. They correct you without compassion. It gets short, distant, and matter of fact. It feels like talking to a boss and not a lover. They start processing the relationship like a problem to solve. That problem is you, bitch. They overthink and under communicate. Virgos are always in their heads. But when they love you, they share those thoughts with you. When they detaching, they go quiet. They start pulling away and label it as I need space to think. They start coming vague, dismissive, or emotionally unavailable. You ask them what's wrong and they say nothing and you feel it, they're detaching, baby. So next, they stop noticing the little thing. Virgo energy is observant as fuck. They usually notice everything, like your mood, your tone, how your energy shifts. But when they're pulling away, they stop tuning into that. They don't ask, they don't check, and they don't fucking care. They already halfway out the door in their mind, to be honest with you. These are two ways that a Virgo detects.
There is 777 comments on that post. That's the only reason why I let it play. Let's see. Let's see what else is happening. Let's go to it's only entertainment. Let's see. Did you see that clip from Memorial Day? Was it Memorial Day? Yeah. Memorial Day with Ralph Pittman and Drew Pittman.
Drew, what do you call me?
Hello, Ralph.
What do you call me?
Hello, Ralph.
What do you call me? Yo, Drew, I made all this food here. The steak, the hot dogs, the chicken.
Let me taste it. I'm going to sit down and make me a plate. Oh.
Hey, Helen.
Oh. Hey, grandmama.
Helen.
See, Ralph made the steak.
Oh, look at this.
Wow, that's so good.
Drew's making the cabbage. Her saute.
Little pepper mix.
We gonna have to table that to see how it tastes.
Him feeding her steak in the kitchen. The people is like, people make up with each other. Not after you lock me out of my motherfucking house. We ain't making up. How do you, girl? That's Drew's business, honey. That's why the people say you be lying. Because you and Ralph down there feeding each other steak and just laughing and kikiing. I thought his ass was supposed to be staying in the basement. I thought he had a court order to stay in the basement. Now y'all on the video. They may look at your divorce and say, are they trying to get divorced? Somebody said that Ralph and Drew have hired actors, girl. That it is all a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the bullshit. Sure did. That's what the people say. The video got out of Tory Lanez being stabbed in jail. Somebody released the footage.
But we don't care.
R&B singer Jaheim arrested on animal cruelty charges involving 6 dogs. Didn't somebody say that he keep a nasty house because he got a bunch of dogs? Wasn't that the story about Jaheim? I thought that was the story, that he kept a nasty house and he was had a bunch of dogs over there. Who was that I heard that from? Maybe that was something I shouldn't have said. Oops. R&B artist Jaheim Hoagland, I never knew his last name, known simply as Jaheim, was arrested on May 1st and charged with 6 counts of animal cruelty, according to newly released court documents. The 3-time Grammy-nominated singer was booked into Fulton County Jail and released the following day. Authorities say Jaheim failed to provide his 6 dogs with adequate water, proper sanitation, and ventilation. The named animals, it's a pit bull terrier, a French bulldog, a hound mix, another pit bull, and 3 pit bulls, were reportedly kept in unsanitary and inhumane conditions. This is not Jaheim's first brush with animal welfare law enforcement. He previously faced scrutiny in 2021 when New Jersey authorities discovered multiple dogs distressed at his home, leading to animal cruelty charges. Okay, so it wasn't an inside scoop. I remember. See? I remembered. Damn, he should have put those puppies first. I don't understand if you can't give dogs the basic necessities and take care of their needs, then why have them? This is his second go around, so he clearly shouldn't own dogs. Please don't move to or be a resident of Florida. That new animal cruelty law is brutal. Is the law is brutal? Why just stop brutalizing animals and you won't have to worry about the code of law? Period. Don't worry about don't mistreat animals and you won't have to worry about the law being brutal, girl. This happens when you put that woman first. Girl, shut up. Y'all so stupid. This is sad. Just don't get a dog if you don't want to take care of it. I don't understand it. He needs lessons from that lady that has a pit bull named Rain down to the Instagram. And the niggas be in the comments pissed off talking about she take care of that dog more than she take care of a man. And then get mad when you call them dogs. Nigga, you want to be treated like a dog, be loyal like a motherfucking dog, nigga. Girl, these motherfuckers don't want to be called dogs, but want to be treated like loyal dogs. Y'all niggas ain't loyal? You